Okay, you've courageously volunteered here. I'd like you to share a little bit about your story and what you've gone through.
My name's Sarah. I spent 14 years in the military. I'm a physician by training. I had 2 deployments to Iraq with the Marine Corps. Once as a flight surgeon, and the second time on a general staff. So, my first deployment is probably the more traumatic of the 2, because I ran casualty evacuation. Anybody who has done any kind of medical training is exposed to trauma. It's part of training. It's not. You can't. I mean, everybody does an emergency medicine rotation. Everybody does a surgery rotation. Everybody does those rotations. You have to. It's part of medical training. What isn't part of medical training is how you process all that trauma. So it builds over years and years. And someday you're actually responsible for all those patients. Your attending physician isn't. You are. But there's no clear path. I mean, sure, there's a graduation ceremony and everything, but there's not a real, okay, you're in charge now. So there's that, bringing that into a war zone. Sure, you learn procedures, but nobody teaches you how to deal with everything in front of you, the bleeding, the noises, the smells, the sights, the sounds, the why weren't you, where were you, why didn't you? There's no way that you're taught that, how to deal with that. The best you can do is hope you don't pass that on to the next group of doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals in their own training. So it's a lot that's just kind of built up over the years, and it comes out all different ways. There's noises that trigger it. There's situations that trigger it. There's things that never once ever used to make me angry. But then I get angry about. And one that I mean, it sounds kind of silly, but it's a struggle of mine in that I can't go watch fireworks anymore. And it's something we do on the 4th of July.
Was there a particular time that you can recall, or I want you to feel into a particular time when you were around explosions that was like got you, shocked you? Can you remember a particular time?
Yeah.
What would be good for you?
Just to be able to make peace with all of it instead of keep fighting with it all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's there. I mean, I know it's not going to go away. But it shouldn't run everything.
Yes. Would it serve you if you had a whole different relationship with it, which was without this intensity and anxiety that shut you down and keeps you vacant and keeps you away from relating and going to 4th of July and celebrating that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with that, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to ask you to dive into this process.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to dive into this process. Feel what you felt again. Moment that experience all the emotions. Okay, I want to ask you, think about the trauma. Do your best How does this feel to you now? Does it still pose a problem to you?
No, it's more like a TV show. You can just turn it off.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing goes on. Turn that off.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how strong is it now in terms of its effect over you, this trauma?
Maybe a 2
And where was it before?
or like an 8 or 9.
Yes. Awesome. Face this way. Show them who you are.
Hi, I'm Sarah Arnold. I'm from Gaithersburg, Maryland. I'm a physician and a veteran. Harmony Integration has taught me some extra tools to use to help specifically with dealing with combat trauma that I've experienced. These tools are amazing. They work very quickly on long-standing, doesn't matter what kind of trauma. I would highly suggest to anyone who's ever experienced any trauma to give these techniques a try. Thank you.